Thank you so much. And welcome everyone to the 7th annual Magnify Voices Expressive Arts Contest celebration. Woo! It's quite the mouthful, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I promise. And thank you real quick to the Courier Museum for allowing us to be in this beautiful space today. It was wonderful to have such a large space upstairs to view all the artwork. This is the largest turnout that we have ever had for Magnify Voices before. Again, don't quote me on this, but last year I think there were about 44 submissions, and this year there were about 67 submissions. So thank you to all the artists in the room today. So who is this random guy on stage? That's me. I am Jace. I'm going to be your MC tonight. I was the MC last year, and I hope I do it justice again this year. So bear with me as we go. I believe our technology is going to be a little more cooperative this year, let's say. So you'll have less time to talk to your neighbors this year, but that's okay because we're going to keep rolling as we go. Okay. So, like I said before, welcome and good evening, everyone. But this welcome is now for all of the folks who are joining us on the live stream today. So, yes, we are live streaming this event right now and the celebration ceremony. Yes, you can turn and wave if you would like to. That camera back there is all of our live stream folks. Hello, everyone. So if you want to take a moment and share this with any family or friends that you would like to have them stream in right now, then go ahead and scan that QR code. I'll wait a second before I change the slides because I know I myself am very slow with technology. So I will give you all that grace as well. And while we're waiting for folks to scan that, I would also like to give a special shout out to, should have brought my reading glasses, the Kingswood Youth Center in Wolfboro. They usually have a huge crew who comes and joins us at the celebration, but they were not able to make it this year. So hopefully they are on the live stream right now watching because they are always wonderful, wonderful participants in this event. And we do truly miss their presence this year at the celebration. Y'all are a great audience. We're going to have a wonderful night. Okay, so before we begin, we're going to start with some thank yous for those who made tonight possible. We're going to start out by thanking our flagship sponsor, the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation and the Endowment for Health. Without their monetary donations, we would not have been able to pull off this event this year. And they have always been really good to us and supportive of this event. And so big round of applause for the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation and the Endowment for Health. Couple more thank yous as we go. I skipped a page. Please hold. Thank you to our musical guests. We've had lots of wonderful music tonight, not only upstairs in the Winter Garden Room, but also down here in our auditorium and playing me on stage. I really appreciate that. Couldn't have done it without you. So thank you to our musical guests from Pizza Stock and also Granite State Music Therapy this year. And we would also like to thank Jonathan Geddes of JG Film and Photo. He has returned again this year to capture the event on video and make the video clips that you have seen that promoted the event that we are here for today. And the video clips that he takes tonight will be used to create promotional pieces for next year's Magnify Voices event. And so we hope that you participate again if you are able to. And if you're seniors, then we hope that you come and check out the art again next year. So big thank you to Jonathan. Everyone say thank you, Jonathan. I was gonna say, I can't really see much from up here, but I believe he's in the room. And next we have Aaron Reddish and Nate Scoggin. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that, Nate Scoggin. They have also returned this year to capture incredible photos of the events. So thank you to everyone who filled out the form, grabbed your beads, and we will do our best to make sure that we get great photos of everyone. I'm sure we got everyone's good side. I pinky promise. So yes, good job. No pressure, Aaron and Nate. Wonderful. Okay. Well, now I have one more thank you and introduction to do before we continue tonight. I would like to welcome to the stage the queen of organization and the person who has corralled all of our volunteers and committee members into being able to put on such a great event tonight. Um, Again, we would not have been able to have this event tonight if it were not for this person. And so a big round of applause for Deb Jerkois as she enters the stage.
Wow, this is amazing to be up here and see all of you. Now I just have to adapt to this. This is truly a celebration. We had 66 art submissions that were judged, and that's an important distinction because one of the things we did a few years ago was, although it's a contest, we gave the option to opt in or opt out of the judging piece, because what's really important is that we hear from all of you and that you feel comfortable sharing your stories and your experiences with us. So 66 were judged, 70 total pieces of artwork, and 80 participants because we had some group submissions. So, I mean, a round of applause for all of you who participated. And I think it's important to also take a moment to honor those that have participated in the past, as well as, this committee that's come together this year and those that have been part of Magnify Voices since it started. We're in the 7th year, and that's just unbelievable. And it's great to see how we've grown and we've learned so much as we go. So thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. As a committee, we focus on how to engage with New Hampshire youth and encourage them to participate. So we can learn more about what's happening with our youth, and learning from the artists who participate provide us with perspective, which is invaluable in helping us to do the work we do to support the Granite State youth. I look around this room and I see the artists and their friends and their families. And I also see so many who work with youth in our state, and they've showed up because they care. We are all here to support youth mental health. Our committee is all around the room in these blue shirts. And the first thing I want to say is that if you need a break or you need to take care of yourself, please do so. If you would like someone to help you along the way, look for someone in a blue shirt. We're all here to make sure that you have a safe and comfortable experience. So we know that this is sensitive material, and that's the amazing part of this. It means that you as artists have done an exceptional job of communicating and really sharing your perspective with us. But please honor yourself and know that we're here to support you. So our committee, I wouldn't want to single out one person when I do this, because whether you received an email or a phone call, or you saw what we put on social media, or you saw how we designed the program, or you saw someone running around with lunch boxes tonight or setting up easels, this committee has stepped up in every sense of the word. And I'm just so grateful. And so when you look around this room and you see all these blue shirts, there's even more people behind this that have made this happen. We start working together in October and thinking about how we can reach out to the artists within the state and how we can organize this event. And so thank you so much to the committee. Thank you for showing up in so many ways. And I'm just grateful because it truly is a team. So thank you. I think the other piece is that we are here as part of the children's system of care. And so although I may work for NAMI New Hampshire and someone else may work for Granite United Way or any of the agencies that you see up there, we come together all at the same table. That's the children's system of care, so that we can work together to break down silos and really look at how we can collaborate to bring about the most effective change, the most effective support. And we're truly listening. We're so grateful that the youth has showed up. Another important part tonight is that we have had judges that have worked behind the scenes. And so there has been a group of judges that looked at the artwork behind the scenes based on a rubric, and they came up with 12 finalists tonight. And it's a big job because I mentioned there were 66 pieces of artwork that was viewed. And so that's a lot of behind the scene times, and they care. And I have to tell you, I was speaking with more than one judge tonight, but one judge in particular just said, "You said I was doing a favor to you to be judging, but really it was a favor to me because I was able to learn more about what was happening with the youth and understand more and just how powerful and just how incredible these submissions are. And so let's just celebrate the artists again. Your artwork matters beyond tonight. It matters for years to come. And during the last year, we have had the artwork from the 2024 and even the 2023 Magnify Voices Art Show on the road. We call it the Road Show. And it's been in libraries, it's been in museums, it's been in schools, it's been at suicide prevention conferences, it's been in a lot of different places, and that's going to continue. So your artwork already has at least 2 engagements. One is at the Conway Library, another is at the Portsmouth Library, and there's going to be other places that it will travel. And that's so important because it's going to give more and more people to hear the opportunity to hear from our youth and understand what's going on and really engage. So look for that. I will post it as often as I can on the website. And speaking of the state, here's a part I'm going to say we can do better. So it's really exciting to see all these stars, but we are a statewide opportunity for participation. So phone your friends up north, maybe in that lower corner down there, but I'd really love to see this have a lot more stars because we want to make it accessible and we want to hear from all of you. So phone your friends and let's think about how we can get some more stars on that map. And I'm going to turn it back over to Jace. So thank you so much.
And before Deb can run away on us, we just want to honor her one more time for all of the hard work she's put in to make sure that this event was able to be a success tonight. And so, Lori, can I have you come up on stage, please? If you can, please be careful. Actually, there's a ramp. There we go. So one more round of applause for Deb. Okay, so next up, we are going to invite Morgan Berry to the stage to announce the People's Choice Award winner. So hopefully you all saw that QR code standing around so that you would be able to vote on that. And I'm going to keep on talking until she can make her way to the stage. Beautiful. Here's Morgan.
Hi, everyone. I'm so honored to be here tonight, and I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone. I'd like to thank everyone at NAMI and the Magnify Voices Committee for having me and organizing this amazing event. When I submitted my essay about growing up with mental illness to the Magnify Voices contest last year, I didn't expect more than an opportunity to share my story. But this contest turned out to be so much more than that. Since participating, doors I could have never imagined have opened up for me. I've had the chance to become a volunteer with Youthwell New Hampshire, an organization that supports local mental health initiatives, as well as becoming a youth ambassador with the Connors Climb Foundation, helping break the stigma around youth mental health and advocating for suicide prevention. I've also been able to create Youthwell Voices, a statewide, youth-driven, youth-focused group that brings students together across New Hampshire. Whether they're interested in mental health or already active in school-based mental health clubs, we connect to share resources, overcome challenges, and collaborate on advocacy to reduce the stigma and raise awareness in our schools. These opportunities have had a huge impact on my life. They've only deepened my passion for mental health advocacy and strengthened my commitment to supporting our community through the power of youth voice. I'm incredibly proud and inspired by all of tonight's participants. Sharing your stories and art takes courage, and I want you to know that your voice matters. Every one of you is helping break down the stigma around mental health. I'm so grateful to be part of something that shows just how healing and impactful creative expression can be. The art and stories I've seen tonight have proved how powerful our voices are. We can make a difference, and we already are, by just being here and taking part of this event. And with that being said, and with a very close vote, it is my honor to announce the 2025 People's Choice Award winner in this fancy case. It is Conformity by Hannah S. Congrats, Hannah.
Before you go, 1 second before you go.
Thank you
Is
so
that you?
much.
That's you. Okay. Would you like to say a few words? I was gonna say you can, but no pressure.
So I made my piece Conformity just to share my art and give a message to everybody out there who experienced like pushing all of their like personality and who they are deep down just to fit in with everybody else. And I just want to let everybody know, be who you are. You only get one life, and just be who you are, express yourself. Because at the end of the day, like at the end, it's only you. Nobody will think of you as weird. Nobody will think of you as different. Just express yourself, be who you are. But yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a great message. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Morgan, for introducing our Magnify Voices People's Choice Award for this year. We hope that you're able to go just as far as Morgan has. Got some big shoes to fill, but I believe in you. Okay, next up, we have our keynote speaker. I would like to introduce, oh, I have to remember to advance the slides. I would like to introduce Abby Bennett, who is one of the 2024 Magnify Voices artists. She was one of the finalists last year with her piece titled Heart Map. This past year, Abby spoke at the Suicide Prevention Week press conference and shared parts of her story for the first time. We are thrilled to welcome Abby to the stage tonight.
Hello. Thank you all for having me here today. I admire all of the creativity shown here. It takes a lot of courage to express your feelings through art and to share it with others. Each of you are seen and appreciated for being here. Finding meaning in art is a very special thing when going through such hard challenges. It is one of the most helpful ways to understand yourself. Art is therapeutic, and it can capture all the words that feel too hard to say aloud. Art is a way I found myself again on my journey of healing. I spent years of my life being unwell, dealing with challenges in my body and mind. It is a very demanding mix to have both physical and mental struggles going on at the same time. So much of my life was impacted by this. I felt I had lost everything I once loved so deeply. It took years to start getting a handle on it, and lots of hope was lost along the way. It can be hard trusting that it's possible to get better when things have been like that for so long. So I can say, even when it feels like that, there is hope and things, and you, so I can say, even when it feels like that, it is possible to get into a better place than you are now. This experience won't be your forever. After attempting to take my life and lots of days and nights spent with tough thoughts on my mind, I have fallen back in love with life. It took lots of work learning to walk again, eat again, expose myself to my fears, talk about my feelings, and just begin to live after so many years spent isolated from a lot. The healing process has peaks and valleys, but that doesn't take away from your effort. Keep trying, and eventually your normal will change. For me, there are many things that changed my life. Putting them all together is what healed me and brought me to the place I am today. I spent lots of time at home struggling, trying so many things and to get better, and nothing seemed to work. I wasn't improving as much as I needed until I was admitted to Boston Children's Hospital. There I had the support of my team, my family, and the staff. I am very grateful to have my family be there for me throughout everything. Their love has meant so much to me. In the hospital, we worked on stabilizing my mental and physical health and keeping me safe. I worked very hard on learning to walk, eat, and share my feelings with people. I practiced dialectical behavior therapy, exposure therapy, physical therapy, recreational therapy, and more. I was able to improve in many ways. Being able to take care of my physical health has impacted my mental health greatly. Eventually, I was able to come home. There are many joys of being home. Some include getting fresh air whenever I need it, living with my family, sleeping in my own bed. While I do have my hard moments, I have lots of support and tools to help me. Finding the things that work for you is so important and can change a lot. Art can be a very special form of coping, and it is a powerful way to express how you're feeling. It can help you get more in touch with yourself and give you a better understanding of what's going on inside you. Art has been a big part of my healing process, and I find it to be one of the most helpful ways. One way I used art when I was amongst my biggest struggles while in the hospital was making paper cranes. They're a symbol of so much hope and healing, and making them brought out a part of me that had been hiding for so long. I made over 1,000 of them with the goal of making a wish on them. I can finally say my wish is coming true. It feels so surreal to be experiencing what I had hoped for. Even when times get hard, there will always be something there for you. And in my case and many others, one of those things is art. Today, I continue to fold origami and have worked on many different projects. Folding the creases and watching yourself create something out of what started so simple can feel very meaningful. Some people that first inspired me to make art were other kids in the hospital. They had beautifully decorated rooms with all of the things they created. It made the unit feel a lot less scary. Eventually, my room became one of those decorated rooms too. Filling your space with color and hope can be very comforting in tough times. I have given a lot of my origami away to others, and I've taught many how to make different things. Giving and teaching something like art can be a form of sharing love and bringing hope to others. Art can bring out emotions that feel stuck inside you. One way I have used this is by painting my emotions using watercolors. I can express myself through the colors and designs depending on how I'm feeling. I've had many thoughts that feel too scary to say aloud. Painting them is a way I can get them out of my head. My family has been there for me throughout all my ups and downs. I am very thankful to have them in my life. They have shown me all the love that life has to offer and that it's okay to need support. I am also very grateful for all the people that have impacted me during my journey. I couldn't have gotten here alone. I am in a much better state than I was a year ago, and in an even better state than I was those years before that. This event last year, I was in the hospital and my mom submitted my artwork and spoke for me. This year, I am home and able to speak about my own journey. I have truly found joy in life now and can appreciate so many moments. I use my coping skills and am working on building new ones. I've also been making progress on my exposure therapy for OCD, which is a big achievement as I've been dealing with it for so long. I'm finishing this term of night classes in June, which brings me on track to graduate from high school next year. School is one of the things my mental and physical health took from me, which makes all of this so exciting and hopeful. I just had my 18th birthday, which is a big deal because it is one that at some points I didn't think I would make it to. It has been over a year and a half since the day I was admitted to Boston Children's Hospital, where the big changes in my life began. Although I still have my struggles, I can say I'm truly living again. It took lots of hard work to get here, and all of it was worth it. Just like art, life has become colorful again. There's a quote by Mary Oliver that I love, which reads, "Keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable." And that speaks to me as I know firsthand how much life can change for the better. Healing is not as far away as it seems. If you are struggling to want to stay alive and feel that you don't have it in you to get better, know that there are things worth experiencing, worth knowing. There is more to this world than you are experiencing now. And of course, don't be afraid to lean on others when you need it. And find the things that bring you comfort, even if they are small. Sometimes the smallest things are the most important. Some small things that bring me comfort include feeling the sun on my face, hearing someone I love laugh, taking care of my plants, and so much more. You have made it through every hardest moment in your life. That is the strongest thing a person can do. All of your lives are meaningful and give lots to this world. I believe in each of you and admire all of your powerful artwork you've shared tonight. Keep some hope for yourself. And if you can't do that quite yet, know that I'm keeping some for you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
They're gonna make me cry. Okay. So now we are going to get into announcing our finalists. So as I announce the finalists, please feel free to make your way to the stage. We do have printed out versions of the answers you submitted to why you participated in this contest. If you would like to read it, you are more than welcome to read it. If you are not comfortable doing that, absolutely no worries. Okay. We want to make sure that you're comfortable and having a good time because this night is about you and your artwork. We're not trying to stress you out here. So, with that being said, let's jump right in. Drum roll, please, for our first finalist. Sorry, I had to find the button. Our first finalist is Claire M. with the piece I'm Sorry.
I was not expecting that to be me. Hi. So basically, I wrote this piece after a very scary and stressful night when I hadn't heard from one of my friends who was struggling for a bit, and we ended up calling in a wellness check on her. She's fine. She was asleep, but um, it's the difficult struggle of being someone who gets anxious very easily and having someone who struggles. You constantly worry about your friends. And I guess I wrote this piece to tell not just my friend, but also everyone that if you're struggling, whether or not you can ask for help, like verbally, someone is always there to help and someone will be there if you need them. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Claire. Okay, drum roll. Our next finalist is Abigail R., Caroline M., and Lucas P. with the piece Recharge. So if you're here, please make your way to the stage. Okay, they're not here tonight. That's okay. If you're watching, congratulations. Also, I'm going to have you continue doing drum rolls. I'm so sorry. Your thighs are going to be so sore. Drum roll, please. Our next finalist is Shreya R. And the piece is called The Cage of My Mind. So please make your way to the stage.
So, wow, thank you. Oh my God, he was one of the first people to say my name right on the first try. So I love that. Thank you so much. I'm terrible with speeches, so please give me some grace, I guess. I wrote this piece for anybody who has ever felt anxiety, whether that's as a constant struggle or just those fleeting moments, like right before you take a math test. I'm terrible at those, by the way, they suck. But yeah, so anyone with anxiety, anyone with depression, especially during COVID, I know us and a lot of people probably struggled with depression, and it led me to almost end my life. I regret that now. I've had so many different thoughts come into my head around that time, so many epiphanies, if you will, come to me right now. And just for anyone living in a terrible situation, maybe, or anyone living in a mind that they feel trapped in, where things are constantly coming at them and they don't know how to keep those fears out, whether that be about like college or that be about yourself, I just wanted people to feel that it's okay to feel like that. And it is totally okay to make peace with yourself. What you are doing right now is enough. Who you are right now is enough, no matter what anybody says. It just matters what you think. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, drum roll, please. And our next winner is Madison B. with the piece The Duality of Antidepressants. Okay, congratulations, Madison. Hopefully you're watching. Okay, and next up, thank you. We have Pearl HT with Warm and Dry. Are you here, Pearl? Woo! Well, congratulations anyway. Thank you so much. Trying to stay organized. Okay, and our next piece, drum roll, please. The next finalist is Anna S. with A Rainbow of Perspectives. Here she comes.
So I was inspired to create this piece partly just for my artistic expression. I love to draw and I really enjoy things with like surrealistic elements and bright colors. And for the meaning, I wanted to use those elements to create something where you can't really tell what the actual colors of this character are. And and this represents how like when you see someone, you don't always know what they're going through, and who they truly are can kind of get buried underneath like your assumptions and other people's assumptions. So the message is just like keep an open mind to other people and to yourself. Don't let anyone's else's expectations define you. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Anna. Okay, next drum roll. Our next finalist is Grace W, Ella B, Riley K, and Molly A with Like a Dark Cloud.
Sadly, my teammates were busy today, but they put a lot more work into writing the story. I myself haven't experienced much with mental health, but my teammates have, and I've supported them through it, and I wanted to help work on the project with them to help them express their feelings more clearly. And yeah, thank you.
We all deserve supportive friends like you, so thank you so much. Okay, drum roll, please. And our next finalist is Parker W with No One Asked, So I Don't Know.
Hi. I was not expecting that. Oh my God. I wrote this when I was kind of processing a friend going through something and me being the one who was, having to be supportive. Yeah, sorry, I'm not good at speeches on the spot, but thank you so much.
Wonderful. Okay, our next drum roll, please. And the next finalist is Era P. I probably didn't say that right. I tried my hardest. And the piece is Breathing Exercises That Never Seem to Work. Era P.
Hi. I didn't expect to win. I kind of just made the piece. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, drum roll, please. And our next finalist is Layla G with If the Walls Could Talk About You. don't think she's here, so we will continue. Drum roll, please. And the next finalist is Mason H, Vincent R, and Tulith P with visibility. Are you here? Okay. Well, hopefully they're watching as well. Okay. Drum roll, please. And the next finalist is Isis C behind the curtain. Are you here tonight? Okay, we are cruising. So, we don't need any more drum rolls. You're all set for tonight. Your hands can take a break. So thank you so much to all of our finalists and to the piece. I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank everyone for being here and supporting these artists and the message that all of these artists had to share. Just a quick reminder that there are planners with the finalist artwork in them. On the table outside where you got your program. Nailed it. So you can grab those out there. They're really, really beautiful and well organized. And our office manager at NAMI New Hampshire, Lynn, always does a great job putting those together so that they are actually very useful. Last year, I finished off the night with a message for the artists, and I was trying to think for the past week on what I could share with the artists this year. And honestly, I'm going to repeat what I said last year because I think that it is a message that deserves to be heard once again. And that is, people are going to continue telling all of you, the artists in the room tonight, that you are the voices of the future. But tonight, you showed all of us in this room and across New Hampshire that you are the voices of today. So please, please continue sharing your voices with the world. And thank you everyone for joining us for the 7th annual Magnify Voices Expressive Arts Contest.